Sorting the mail. That might seem to pale in comparison to dropping bombs across enemy lines, but it was an essential task during World War II. One carried out by the 68th 88th Central Postal Directory Battalion in war-torn Europe. It was the only all-black Women's Army Corps unit stationed overseas during conflict.
Yeah, and of the more than 140,000 women who served in the Women's Army Corps during World War II, about 6,500 of them were black. That manpower or women power is the subject of the upcoming Milford Museum American History series, Black Women in World War II, Greatness Under Fire. And we would like to welcome Dante Brazil. He is a teacher and an author with more on this. Welcome to Delmarva Life.
Thanks for having me.
So, sorting the sheer volume of mail, that had to have been a monumental task.
It was, because, you know, getting a letter from a loved one who was stationed in World War II was very important to families, and also receiving letters. And there was a backlog, there was a 6-month backlog of mail that needed to be distributed. Mail and packages, care packages from home to our servicemen in Europe. And this all African American female battalion was sent over to England to help get that straightened out. And one of the things they did, they had a 6-month backlog, and they cleared that in 3 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So, was there any danger? Did they face any danger in what they were?
So they were kind of, you know, they were sent over to England, and they kind of worked in a warehouse, pretty much a warehouse setting. So the only danger really was crossing the Atlantic Ocean to get to England and dodging any German submarines that might have been in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
But once they were there, they were not, they were kind of behind the front lines, and they were led by a fearless leader by the name of Charity Adams. She was the highest ranking African American female officer in World War II. And she got those women into shape. She went over there, she was no nonsense, and she had a system that she organized to get the job done efficiently.
So they did have some training going in?
Yes, they definitely did. They had, and it was toward, it was around the last year of the war, so it was actually like February 1945 where they were sent over. So they had trained for quite some time before that.
So this program, which is absolutely fascinating, we were talking a little bit before we actually got on camera, is part of a bigger museum. Tell us about that. So I wrote a book, and it's called Black Women in World War II, Greatness Under Fire. So it's book 3 of a series that I started back in 2018. And the role of black women in the war has kind of been left out of the story of our history. And I wanted to bring to the attention of the public their contributions. So they did quite a bit more than just sorting mail. That was a piece of it, but they were also nurses. They were also in the wax. It was segregated at that time, but they were also involved in that. And they also helped produce a lot of the weapons that were sent over to our troops. Wow.
Okay, so tell us about the series happening at the Milford Museum.
So I will be talking about the role of black women in World War II at the Milford Museum this Saturday. And I will be going into how they became involved in the war, based off of their prior lot in life, and some of the doors that they opened in terms of equality in the workplace, and some of the jobs they performed that were essential to us winning World War II.
And what time is that?
So that will be at 1 o'clock this Saturday at the Milford Library, which is, the Milford Museum is sponsoring that.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Very fascinating, and I'm sure everyone will want to learn more on Saturday.
Hard work too. Well done, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.